Yo, okay. Right. It's I really don't want to be talking without loot blocking glass. I will, because I don't want to be all the loot blocker face YouTube, so you can see my face and it's playing up a little. I recognise. Hopefully this won't play up. If not, I have to do another video because it's that important. This one's pretty important and exciting, and it's for my memories too. On hydrogen water, which is fucking sick. I love hydrogen. So yeah. Okay, I'm sure you guys are aware, on Facebook there's been a promotional campaign. I'm sure it's lit up on pretty much everyone's newsfeed. The hydrogen water adverts, you know, that cheap $60, $70, $80 hydrogen water bottles that they've been advertising. Now, I've known about hydrogen water for a while, and it's coming up big time, and I think it's going to blow up quite big for the mainstream, hydrogen water. You know, just like I think aged urine will blow up at some point, maybe a little bit down the line. We're not quite there, not everyone's quite there yet of aged urine, but I think hydrogen water, it seems like it's making big moves, not just within the Facebook health community, actually not really within us, but within the biohacking community. It's going big in the biohackers, and there's some very hardcore biohackers that are actually far more healthier and hardcore than us guys in the Facebook health community, which is really exciting. It's very exciting water. Let me show you what I've got anyway. Yeah, so hydrogen water is kind of like aged urine, except less powerful, but still very powerful. So what it is instead of having pure distilled water at 0 ppm, hydrogen water adds hydrogen ions. I'm not entirely sure, so correct me if I'm wrong, but it adds hydrogen ions into it, and hydrogen ions are a plus, and what they are is they act as a antioxidant, right? So it's putting antioxidants into the water, which is very cool. And what that does is it's going to give you more energy systems, you know, like hydrogen. Think of hydrogen peroxide, for example. That's an energy system you can go overboard with, but it's got hydrogen in it. Hydrogen is jet fuel, so think of it like that. So hydrogen water is kind of like jet fuel. I don't want to amp it up and say it's more powerful than aged. I do want to say it's very powerful compared to normal tap water for sure, spring water bottled, yeah, but even distilled water. If you're hydrogenizing, making your distilled 0 ppm water hydrogen water, so here's the thing you can do with it. You can put distilled water at 0 ppm. This is it actually, by the way. This costs $50. You can get them. They were on the Facebook for 60, 70, and they'll still be cheap. So yeah, if anyone's interested, I'll just send you the links and stuff. But before you do that, let me test. Here's what I'm excited about. It came today. I bought it 2 weeks ago. Costs $70, 50 quid for me, including free shipping. And do you know what excited me as well? It's 60-day money back guarantee if it doesn't work. But what I'm excited about is, and I've been asking a few people that know more about hydrogen water than me, and they've been telling me maybe it does work. I think my gut tells me, my intuition tells me it wouldn't be blowing up the cheap, because you can buy hydrogen water that's more expensive. There's really expensive machines. This is not an expensive machine. This is just 60, 70. It's a water bottle. It lasts years and years and years. Another thing excited me, 60-day money back guarantee. So I'm going to test it out and see. I've got a little TDS meter so I can test how many ppm is added of the hydrogen. I'm going to test out in the coming weeks every day, and I'm going to see how powerful this is. Now, they said for my one that it takes a few goes of this. You have to fill it up and redo the hydrogen in it. Infuse it with hydrogen, the bubbles come up. So it goes blue. It turns completely blue. You know, like those lamps? Yeah, it turns completely blue when you put the water in it, and the bubbles of the hydrogen rise up as it creates hydrogen from below into there. Something's going on that adds the hydrogen into it. And that is where the magic happens. Now, what was I going to say? Got off my toe. Got my head. Oh yeah, they said that for this one, I don't know if it's all the case for all of the cheap hydrogen bottled water ones, it isn't as powerful the first few times, because it takes a little while for the hydrogen to come up properly. So I tested it. It was 0 ppm distilled water that I put, was magnetized, and I put some in for my first time, and it went to 2 ppm, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it might be a lot, so I don't know. I feel like there's a difference. I drank some of it, but I'm not sure. And I want to see, and it's not just, I think there's a difference now that I'm drinking hydrogen water distilled. Well, not distilled anymore, from distilled water. I want to see how much of a difference. So I'm not just interested in the subtle difference, although subtle is pretty cool. I've got a funny feeling it'll be quite a big difference. A bit like when I magnetize my distilled water compared to non-magnetized distilled water, there's a massive difference. I'm going to see if this is a level up. I'll magnetize distilled water, then I'll put this in, and I'll let you guys know. If it is, this is very exciting for all the people that don't want to do urine therapy, and maybe have the balls for fresh urine, but definitely don't have the balls for aged urine, which, yes, is more powerful than hydrogen water. I do realise, Fabian, thank you for telling us that, it's very true. and for my first time with hydrogen water, but I want to see whether, and my engine tells me yes, my engine tells me these are going cheap and these are going to blow up in the next couple of years, and they're going to be almost as good as the really expensive hydrogen water machines, because I know hydrogen tablets that Fabian talks about are very powerful too. You can drop a hydrogen tablet in the water, but they're expensive. Also, you can buy hydrogen machines which are 200, 300 pounds, you know, more expensive still, but this one's cheap and it's travel portable. It's got electric charge in it. You put the charger in. You put the charger into the hole and put it into USB, and it lasts for years and years and years, and also it's got 60-day money-back guarantee, so maybe you guys don't even need to wait for me. Maybe you just want to take the risk, the non-risk, and buy one of them for $60, $70, $80 and return it if it doesn't work, just like I'm going to probably return it if it doesn't work as powerfully as I hope. So there's nothing to lose in that, but I've got a funny feeling this is going to work. So it's just another thing to me, because yes, I do aged urine primarily, not fresh. I mess about with aged urine, but look, I also drink of a day distilled water, magnetized now, which is cool, 0 ppm. But hey, what if I could up my game by doing drinking as well as aged urine? I'm drinking distilled water, magnetized hydrogen water. No longer distilled, but I mean the base is distilled, but now it's added, infused with hydrogen, so now it's hydrogen water. Cool, that's going to upgrade my system, and it's cheap, and to me, this is like zero water. So remember, zero water is that one that's really cheap, 0 ppm, instead of buying a distilled water machine, which is 100, still cheap anyway. Distillers are cheap, but the zero water is even cheaper. That saves money, no electricity. This one does take electricity because you've got to charge it in. But Jed, oh yeah, another thing. Here's the thing. It takes 3 minutes, which Fabian told me is concerning. That it doesn't take that long. So that could be another reason why it's not maybe getting as much hydrogen as an expensive hydrogen machine, but if it's still getting some, it's still worth it, right? So I really got to do more research and find out what 2 p.m. from 0 to 2 p.m. actually is in terms of how much hydrogen, and I'm going to ask more questions, but most of all I'm just going to observe how much of a difference it's making to have hydrogen water instead of just distilled water, and I'll let you guys know, but it's exciting, and it's always exciting to experiment with new shit in Duality. That's what we're here for, to come up in health. And yes, I do love free therapies. Look, I just come off a 48-hour dry fast, which I broke today. Go back to 1 meal a day. Oh, and I'm going to infuse, every week I'm going to do my discipline now, every week I'm going to do a 2-day dry fast every week, until 1 meal a day. So I'm going to eat way less than 365 times in a year. Way less. Plus long fasts in between that, probably like 200, 300 times, which is fucking cool. So yes, I believe in free therapies, but I also like the idea, and urine therapy is wonderful. Yes, it's distilled water, way better than distilled water, I'm not going to lie. But look, if I'm getting, on top of my base of aged urine and stuff, I'm getting some hydrogen water that was a base of 0 ppm, and it's magnetized, got the magnet under it too. Guess what? That's really going to amplify the vessel. Remember, we are magnetic and electric. We are magnetic and we're electric. So if I'm magnetizing my water, which I am with my water coaster, which is fucking cheap and easy, that's going to make my water better. It's going to make me more magnetic. And hydrogen to it too. You guys should definitely check out. I'm going to check out the next couple of days, especially if this works and I know it's such different. I'm going to check out the benefits of hydrogen water. That's another thing I'm going to start posting about, and you guys should look into by yourselves as well. The benefits of hydrogen water. Or you can just do what I did. Just rush in and go with your gut and say, hey, I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to buy one of these hydrogen water things. It's got a money-back guarantee. You know, Harry and the lot are saying, yeah, it's pretty good, not as high power as aged urine, but probably more powerful than fresh urine, definitely more power than distilled water, so it's pretty exciting, and I look forward to sharing with you guys, and look into it, the benefits of hydrogen water. How exciting, huh? Hydrogen, and it's going to go big. It will go big, just like I said, urine therapy will go massive. That's going to take a little time, but I'm noticing trends. A couple of things. Seam retention is going massive on YouTube, aged urine is going massive, those two, but I think for more mainstream people, and for us too, hydrogen water already is taking off, as I've witnessed with I've seen with the biohacking Luke Story podcasts I watch. People, all kinds of biohackers are doing it. But more than that, now Facebook's talking about it. That's why I come to this. You've all seen the ads on Facebook with the hydrogen water. So let's just put it to the test and see if it's true. Things rarely get popular, by the way, if they don't work. I'll leave you with that. Things rarely get popular and that popular on Facebook. Did you see how many hydrogen water ads there were? There were loads of different ones. If it doesn't work, they won't get popular. It's not how life works. So there. Alright, peace and thanks for watching.